So, episode 5, recording now. All right, you want to begin us with episode 5 and what we're going to discuss this week?
Yes, because what are we discussing?
So, basically, we're discussing do you get mad when your so called friends do not support you or family?
Okay. I remember now. First of all, welcome to the Too Good For You podcast. I am Quincy.
I'm Chanel.
Thank you for joining us on our pre-recorded, first in-person pre-recorded podcast. We got about 20 minutes to make this work, but we're going to piece it together and make it an hour with all the content that we have. Do you get upset when your friends don't support you?
Mm-hmm. Your friends and family don't support you.
Sometimes. It's upsetting. It's disappointing. I would say it's more disappointing than anything to know that, you're there for people and those same people don't always support you in the same way that you show up for them.
Absolutely. I'm already an emotional person anyways, but I absolutely show up for my friends and my family with anything they do, something big, something small. So when I don't get that same support, it definitely does hit a nerve, makes me upset, hurt my feelings. And even with the podcast, I've had people that I don't talk to regularly show lots and lots of support. But my friends in my close group have not.
Right.
And that's hurt because any projects that they have, I've supported. So, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tell a lot of people about the podcast. I'm slowly telling them little by little. Not necessarily any negative feedback or anything like that. It's more so, why didn't you tell me? But
Same.
Yeah, but it's kind of like because it's something different for me. I don't necessarily expect a lot of support from people, and I just don't leave myself open to a lot of comments and commentary and a lot of the extra stuff, the suggestions and things like that. Like, oh, if you're gonna do that, maybe you should do it this way. If you're gonna do that, why didn't you do it this way? You should have told me, or why didn't you do one with me, or we could have did that.
And it's like, if you felt that way, why didn't you bring it up? Because I've been wanting to do a podcast, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, I want to do a podcast too, which is great. I'm here for my friends and family. I support them with whatever they do. But it's like, now that I started, you want to bring this up to me. And not necessarily contacting me with like support, but more of, how did you do it? What are you doing? So I can get my stuff started.
Yeah.
And like, you don't want to repost a video. You don't want to comment on a video. You don't want to, join in on the live. So that does hurt my feelings a little bit. But
it's upsetting.
It's expected.
So do you feel like you support your friends more in their endeavors or things that they do?
Absolutely. I definitely do. Even I shot a movie. I was in a movie, and out of all of my friends, I have multiple friends, only one person saw the movie. Mind you, the movie's free on Tubi. It was on Amazon Prime for like $4 that you can rent, but it's free, and only one of them watched it.
That's cool. What movie were you in?
I'm a little nervous for you guys to look that up because
it's already...
Okay, let me set the scene. I had a fever of 104, okay? And I was getting over a double ear infection, strep, and some other virus. So I'm like drenched in sweat, sleeping outside downtown Houston. They wake me up and they're like, all right, do your lines. And I forgot my lines. I thought it just had like one sentence, and then he had like multiple sentences for me, and my little dumb self was sick, not prepared, and I'm just making it into like one line. I was supposed to do more scenes, but obviously I was sick, so I couldn't do the scenes. I was in the hospital, and then I was supposed to just do like extras, like just kind of stand around, and I didn't get to do any of that. Okay. But
So only one friend watched it?
Only one friend watched it. Of course my parents watched, because my parents are... Shout out to my family. My family did watch. They support anything that I do. If I want to change career paths, my family's like, okay, we're rooting for you. Let us know what you need. They're amazing. Same with the podcast. They're very, very supportive. So yeah. Let me think of the name of the... I think I forgot the name of the movie that I'm in.
Okay. Well, when you think of
because we changed the name of it. That's why I forgot about that. So for like a month, I was promoting this movie, and then they ended up changing the name of the movie.
So it was on Amazon Prime, but now it's on Tubi.
Yeah, I think it's still on Amazon Prime, but yeah.
So how did that make you feel, knowing that only one person? Because I feel like our parents, they support most of our endeavors, even if they don't necessarily agree with it all the time.
Absolutely.
But
Oh yeah, I remember the name. It's called The Paper Trap.
the paper trap. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, hey, there are a lot of people, a lot of us want to be in a movie and have never even done that. So I mean, if you actually had lines in the movie, I mean, that's hey. I
That
don't
was
see anything wrong
really.
with that.
It was random too because I actually hit this guy up, and I was like, "Hey, I'm not a shy person. If you ever do a movie, I would love to be in it." And he hit me up, and he actually put me in one. No acting experience, guys. I'm not an actress.
No acting. I mean, everybody has a star somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody has a star somewhere.
So, next question I have is what happens when people only support you when you actually made it?
When you made it.
When you made it, like, do you still, like, keep them as a friend? Do you cut them off?
I don't think you should cut them off, but you just kind of.
You don't think you should cut them off?
I probably wouldn't. I would probably distance myself.
So, if someone, like, just, like, oh, your podcast is doing good, like, it's made it on E! News or it's publicized now, and now they're like, they want to repost it, they want to comment on it, or they want to, hey, can I be on the show? So you would still keep them as a friend?
I would distance myself, but I mean, you're not going to get anything from me. You want to repost it now, you want to do all the things that I've been asking you to do.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it, that's fine, but like, don't expect, I don't know, like, don't be trying to expect fame from me or trying to get famous off of me now that it's out there. If it's famous, if it grows into that, and now you're like, oh, can I be on the podcast? Or hey, can I collab with y'all? It's like, I mean, my question to them, so that's probably how I would handle that. My question for why now? Like, I would give you the option, I would give you the opportunity to answer that question, like why now? Because before, when I was asking you to do all these things, you didn't want to do it. Like, you kind of talked down on it, so why now? And don't tell me it's just because, oh, I see y'all, it's famous now. Like,
Oh, you made it, so now let me show some support. Oh, that's my friend Quincy. This is my friend's podcast. I know him.
yeah.
Fake. And he's better than me. He's really nice. As for me, I'm not responding. We're not friends. I'm not gonna block you because I need the views. But yeah, we're not friends anymore. I need the views. Thanks for viewing.
Nah, I wouldn't block him or anything like that, but I definitely would. That's one of those things that you just watch. It's like, okay, I will kind of watch how you move in the beginning, and now I'm gonna still watch how you moving now because, I've been asking you to repost. I've been asking you to do all the things. Maybe maybe I did ask you to be a guest.
You shouldn't even have to ask a so-called friend, because if you're a friend to repost your podcast or support it, like that's insane.
Yeah.
So it just lets me know that you aren't really friends to begin with, anyways. That's how I look at it.
Would you consider it jealousy?
I think some friends can be jealous in ways, especially when they make those little dry comments. Like,
Your little podcast?
yeah, like, oh, your little podcast. I had a guy tell me, oh, you only have all those followers because of your body. Oh, so what about my face? Like, every guy looks at girls' bodies, okay? It's not necessarily about a body, But what about my face? Like, my face ugly, they just falling for my body. But to even sit there and make comments like that, I'm like, that sounds like a jealous person.
Yeah.
So for me, I absolutely think it's jealousy. And I don't like that. So
would you block that person?
I'm not going to block them because I need the views. Thanks for watching. Because, the people that are jealous of you watch you the most. I don't care what anyone says. They are stalking you. But, yeah, you can keep watching me. They're probably like, look at them. They still have that podcast going. So.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I think we talked about it the other day. It's kind of like, it's not going to be for everybody. And that's what a podcast is, I think. It's our opinions on different topics and things like that. Everybody's not going to agree with it. Everybody's not going to agree with our personalities. And it's fine. It's not for everybody. But I think eventually, if we keep on going, we will find our audience. We will find our crowd. And yeah.
I do find that people that maybe the friends that you don't necessarily talk to every day are those distant relatives that live out of state that you don't talk to all the time. They're more supportive than the ones you talk to in your everyday life, which is insane because why are you in my personal life and you're not a supportive person? So like you said, you still be their friend. I would slowly back off. I'm not going to block you, but, I might not respond to those text messages anymore, those phone calls, and, keep whatever's going on in my personal life private from you.
Yeah.
Because you're not a supportive friend or family member.
I don't keep a lot of friends anyway. And who knows, I could be doing myself a disservice by not telling my family what I'm doing, but I'm telling them a lot of them. I'm telling them little by little. And some of them have tuned in.
Shout out to the people tuning in.
Yeah, shout out to those that's tuning in.
We love you.
But I mean, I definitely, I feel like I've gotten a lot more support for things from people that I know here on TikTok.
Same for people that I've never met.
Yeah.
That I don't know, but they're just like, hey, shout out to you. You're doing great. I have amazing feedback from the people that I don't know personally and that I'm not close with. They're like, hey, I'm happy for you. Keep posting. This is great. I love it. And I'm like, thank you so much. Like,
so do you feel like those people support you in other things, not just the podcast, but like they encourage you in other areas of your life? I mean,
yes.
You're still posting because, I mean, that's how they're going to see your content and see what you're doing. But
I feel like they support me a lot more. And then again, like, I had a friend and she posted about doing some modeling thing and I reposted it. Had another friend that said he wants a TV commercial. I liked and commented on it. So it's like, it would be nice to have that same support, but whatever.
It'd be nice to have that same support.
It would. It feels good. It to me, I'm one of those people, I like compliments from my parents. Like, oh, you're doing well, you're doing good. You know, you tell your kid, hey, good job on that quiz, you're doing good. So to hear that from family members and friends, it's like motivation for you to keep going and to keep doing better, you know? So when you don't hear that, it's like, is my podcast doing good?
Yeah, is it really good?
Is it really good? Are my family and close friends that are being supportive, they just like lying to me and telling me it's good and it's really not good? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get that. And I think the reason I haven't told a lot of my family is because, I mean, we do joke around with each other and we tease each other a lot. And something like this that I'm kind of starting out, that I'm kind of putting myself out there because this is way outside of my comfort zone.
Same.
I am not that guy that does this kind of thing. Like, even being a live host on TikTok is a lot for me.
You made me feel comfortable going live on TikTok because it's not something that I actually do. And
I'm glad because you went live with me one time and then
I went live with him one time.
Anymore.
Oh, I didn't do it anymore.
3 months later.
And then I DM'd him and I was like, would you like to do a podcast with me? Like, he's probably like, who is this crazy girl? I don't even know her.
I was very shocked. I was like, okay.
I feel comfortable talking to you, and you're not one of those guys that get online and, you know, those podcasts that bash women of color and just degrade women, but you're not like that. So I was like, I would love to do a podcast with him.
I try not to be.
You know?
I try to support everybody, though. Even the ones that don't be coming back to support me, y'all know who y'all are. But
yeah, you know who you are.
I try to support everybody. Try to encourage everybody.
So is it really jealousy if a family or a friend don't support you, or do you think they just did not feel like you would do well? And that's why they weren't being supportive. Like, hey, maybe she's not a good actress, so I'm not going to support that movie and purchase $5 to watch it and rent it. Or
I think sometimes it can be jealousy. I think sometimes people are like, why didn't I do that? Oh, dang, I should have took that chance.
Yes!
Like, I could have did that. Or you get the comments like, I could have done way better than that. Or like, you know, you can tell which people are kind of being supportive, like constructive criticism, versus somebody that's just kind of hating on you. Like, oh, I could have done that. Or she could have done better than that. You know, are they doing this podcast, but they can do a whole lot better than this, or anything in your life. It doesn't even have to be this podcast. Like anything. So yeah, it could be jealousy. Could be that I didn't come up with the idea first.
You know what's crazy to me is I'm learning now in my 30s, because I didn't realize this before. I've learned now that you can be friends with people and they can be competing with you, even though you're not competing with them. Like, in your head, you're strictly friends and this is your family. You're not in competition with them. It's like, hey, you have this going on. I'm gonna say a prayer for you. Good luck to you. But then in their head and on their end, they're not happy because they're secretly competing with you.
Yeah.
So you got to watch that as well. That's a real thing.
I think that's why they kind of say, don't tell everybody what you're doing. Don't share your business with everybody. And I've had to learn that.
I need to learn to do that. I'm just
because you want the support. You want to tell all your friends and people that are close with you, like, hey, I'm doing this thing, because you want everybody to be excited for you. You want to share it with somebody because you're excited about it. But I've kind of learned that sometimes you just have to like shut up and like don't tell nobody nothing, because as much as people will pray for you, they will also pray for your downfall.
That is true.
And I've had to learn that the hard way. Even in the last few months. So.
Is there anything that you've had a family member or friend do that just really crossed the line when it came to jealousy and you had to block them or cut them off?
I would probably have to think long and hard. I'd have to think long and hard on that.
I have one.
I just don't cut people off like that unless you just like really like piss me off.
I had a family member, and she did this to multiple of us. So, as many of you know, I've had multiple Instagram accounts because I continuously got hacked and people stealing my photos. But with one that crossed the line was, you're stealing my photos, fine. Like, I'm a boring person. I have a boring life. All I do is work and go home and travel every now and then. So I'm like, you want to hack me? Hack somebody else. I'm boring. But what really crossed the line for me is someone stealing photos of my daughter and posting them and pretending, that was their kid. Yeah. And I started thinking, because the person that did this is a family member, didn't just do this to me. She did it to another cousin as well. Made a fake account, pretending to be us, reaching out to people, asking for money. She took it so far as to try to date one of my cousin's baby daddies. And it's like, whoa. Like, talking mess about my cousin. Like, she took it way too far. Stealing photos, asking people for money, just yeah. Who does that? And at first, my mom was like, it's someone you guys know. It's someone you know. This feels personal. Someone you know is stealing your photos and making these fake accounts of you guys. It's someone you know. And I'm like thinking to myself, who would do something like that? And I couldn't figure out what friend it was. And finally, after us talking amongst each other, we figured out who it was. We addressed this cousin, and she admitted to it. And she is now blocked. But I wouldn't doubt to this day if she's not like secretly monitoring all of our social media accounts. I wouldn't doubt that. And it was crazy if she is watching. She's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl, beautiful spirit. And I just wish that she wouldn't do things like that. You don't have to steal our photos. We're family. We're not in competition with one another.
Just ask.
But to steal photos and, degrade us and ask people for money and pretend to be, that's insane. That's jealousy on a whole nother level. Like, to the point where now I think something's mentally wrong with you. To the fact that you're going too far with stealing photos.
No,
but
I agree.
You gotta watch that. I feel like if it ever gets to that point to where someone's stealing your child's photos and pretending to be you and asking people for money, you do need to block that person, because you don't know how far they'll go. What if it starts interfering with work or something? Yeah. So you just gotta be very careful and mindful.
Yeah. I think the takeaway, because we gotta go live in a few minutes.
Sorry, guys.
Our actual one, but we're gonna fill the rest of this space with what we was in here doing, trying to get this thing together. But just be mindful of what you tell people or what you share with people. All of your endeavors or things that you have going on, or things that you're trying to accomplish. Even though, just be mindful of who you share that stuff with. Even your closest friends, family. Sometimes you can't share those things with some people. But if you'll know people, and you kind of know how they are and who you can and can't share things with. And even with those people, sometimes you won't probably ever share 100% of what's going on. So absolutely, just be mindful.
Be mindful. Well, we will see you guys soon on TikTok Live and YouTube Live.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We will finish this later.